Hi guys, my name is Tensor. In this video I will be showing you how you can back up a byteball wallet, and I'll also show you how you can create a multi-signature wallet, which will allow you to share a wallet across multiple devices. In this tutorial I will be using Linux, however all of the steps that we go through in this tutorial should be the same across all of the different platforms. This includes Windows, Mac OS X, Android, and iOS. We have a byteball wallet open right in front of us, and this is a new byteball wallet which I just created. It has 1000 bytes inside of it, and it's called Tensor-Wallet. Since I have bytes inside of my wallet, I want to be able to back it up just in case something does happen to it. To go about doing this, I want to click on the top left hamburger button, which will open up a menu, and down in the menu I want to click on Settings, which will open up a pane with a bunch of different sections attached to it. Near the bottom of this menu, you'll see a backup section, which will have 4 different options inside of it. The byteball wallet has 2 main options for backup. We have backup wallet seed, and we have full backup. The backup wallet seed gives you a set of 12 cryptologically generated words, which you can then reinsert into any wallet client to rebuild the public assets of your byteball wallet account. Since I only have bytes inside of my wallet, let's go ahead and back up our wallet seed. Once we've clicked the option, you can see that we get this nice little paragraph explaining what this seed actually does for us. As mentioned before, the seed allows us to restore any of our public assets which are attached to this wallet. This means things like bytes and any other assets that are inside of the DAG. DAG stands for Directed Acyclic Graph, and it's the way that byteball actually backs up all of its public assets. Now, because my wallet doesn't have any smart contracts, it isn't a multi-signature wallet, and it has no private assets attached to it, I can just use this seed to restore it in the case of an emergency. So to get the seed, I just click this button right here, and you'll see that this will then expose a set of 12 different keywords, which are generated through a cryptological algorithm, which I can then write down and save in a private place where no one can access them. Once you have these words written down, you can go ahead and click this Delete Words button, which will then delete the words from this device and make it harder for a user to hack your wallet. The downside to doing this, however, is the fact that you will never be able to access these words again outside of the copy that you've made. So I've backed up my words. I'm going to go ahead and delete the actual seed here. So when I click delete words, it will ask me if I'm sure that I want to delete them from this device, and I'll go ahead and click OK. This will send us back to the home screen, and it will tell us that the backup words have indeed been deleted. When you want to recover your wallet from your seed, you want to go back into the settings option and go to the recovery from seed option here. Clicking on it will give you a text box where you can enter the actual wallet seed, and then you can click this recover button after you've done so. This will force you to restart the wallet, but it will also give you back all of your public assets after you have reset the wallet. Now let's assume that you have smart contracts, or maybe you're using a multi-signature wallet, or maybe you have some kind of private assets attached to your wallet and you want to be able to save those. You have to create what's called a full backup. We want to set in a password. You want to type in the password twice, and then you also have the option to compress the file if you want to. Whether or not you compress the file is encrypted, so compressing it mainly is just for the sake of saving space. So if you have more assets that you want to back up, you will generally have a larger file than somebody who has less assets. Once you've entered the password and you've chosen whether or not you want to compress the file, you just click the export button, and then you choose the path where you want to actually save the backup to. In my home folder, I have 2 backups. Each of them says byteball backup, and it has a timestamp attached to it. And of course, you can rename them anything you want. Like with the seed, you want to make sure to have multiple different copies of this byteball backup in different areas just in case one of your fail-safes fails. Also, I recommend that you make a full backup every time you change the private assets that are attached to your wallet. So every single time that you make some kind of black byte transaction, or maybe you have a new smart contract attached to your wallet, if you make sure to make a backup, then generally you'll be much safer than if you just have one backup. Now let's say that we want to restore from the backup file that we just created. We can click this Restore from Backup option, which will then open up this new pane where we can click the file that we've backed up, and we can also put in the password which we used to encrypt this file. Once you've put in all of this information, you can then hit Import, and like with the seed, this will have you restart the application. There are a few things to keep in mind when you restore from a full backup. If you were to say take this backup and put it on a new device, you want to make sure that the old device doesn't have your old wallet attached to it still. This way you can never clone wallets through backups. Also, for instance, say I have a different backup than this wallet, and I go to restore this backup on top of this wallet, it will delete the information inside of this wallet. So you can't clone wallets from backups, but if you do want to have access to a wallet from multiple different devices, you can create a multi-signature wallet. The easiest way to go about doing this is to first pair the device that you want to attach to this wallet, and then create a new wallet which you're going to use as your multi-signature wallet. To get started with this, we first want to click on the hamburger menu up here, and then we want to click on Paired Devices. In here I can click Add a Device, and then I can click Invite the other device, and this will generate a QR code as well as a pairing code which we can use to invite the other device. In my case, I'm using a tablet as my other device, and I just scan the QR code. You can see here this creates a chat window, and I can use it to chat to the tablet which I paired with. And if I go back to my contacts menu, you can see I now have this contact named Tensor-Tablet inside of it. Let's now create the multi-signature wallet. Again, I want to click the hamburger menu, and then I want to click Add Wallet. Then I want to click the Multi-Device Wallet tab up here at the top right. I want to give my wallet a name, and then I want to decide whether or not the wallet is going to have a single address attached to it. This means that for every transaction we make from the wallet, we'll have one address attached to all of our devices. So if I say get some bytes from another wallet, then that wallet will refer to my wallet with a single address, and that address will always stay constant no matter what. In this case, I'm just going to leave it as the default. Next, I want to choose the total number of cosigners, and this is essentially just the number of devices that I want to invite to our wallet. So because I want to invite one other device to our wallet, I'm going to select the number 2. This means that we just have the desktop and the tablet attached to this multi-signature wallet. The number of cosigners directly affects the next field, which is the number of required signatures. The number of required signatures is a setting that allows us to choose how many devices must sign off on an outgoing transaction. If I send 1000 bytes to another wallet from my desktop, I must also sign off on that transaction from the tablet. This creates a bit of redundancy which helps with the security of the wallet. If I open up the menu, I can choose between 1 and 2 required signatures for this wallet because there are 2 cosigners. If I choose 6 cosigners, I can now choose up to 6 required signatures, which means that all 6 paired devices must sign off on an outgoing transaction. Because I'm just going to have the tablet and the computer, I'm going to leave the number of cosigners at 2, and I'm going to leave the number of required signatures at 2 as well. Next, I want to select the first cosigner, so the other device that I want to attach this wallet to, and that will be the Tensor tablet which we paired with before. You'll now see that the button down here will say Create a 2 of 2 wallet. And these numbers down here refer to the cosigners and the number of signatures. It means that we have 2 devices attached to the wallet, and every time we make a transaction, both devices need to verify that transaction. If I change the number of required signatures to 1, it becomes a 1 of 2 wallet. Once I hit the Create button, It will then ask my other device if it wants to create a multi-sig wallet with this device, and then once I verify it on the other device, the wallet will then be created. And you can see here I now have a wallet called Tensor-Multisig. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Good luck using Byteball. Thank you.